Hello and welcome to Thursday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where this puzzle on the screen is a miracle Sudoku by none other than the Dutch Grandmaster setter Ard van de Wetering. It's called Miracle of 11, and it is completely ridiculous that this has a unique solution. Many miracle Sudokus that we've seen over the years that have sort of 2 digits in or even less, the way that that's achieved is by having an enormous rule set and loads of additional constraints. The number of rules required for this puzzle is basically 2 on top of normal Sudoku, and they're very, very simple. I'll go through them when we do the rules properly, but I mean, Ard is such a wonderful, wonderful constructor. It's ridiculous what he's achieved and what he's done for the world of Sudoku. Single-handedly, really, Ard has got so many, so many tens of thousands of people into this hobby with his puzzles. It's quite incredible, and I'm looking forward to doing battle with the Dutch master again. And we'll read the rules together in a moment or two's time. But one of the reasons I'm smiling today is actually not because of Ard. It's because I've just been reading the comments on a video we released on the channel earlier on today. At 10 AM UK time, we released a video in which I solved a puzzle with Emily, who won last month's competition. It was a puzzle by Cactuslav, who is wowing the Sudoku world, called Blue Frame. And it's a brilliant puzzle, and Emily absolutely aces it. It's really it's very humbling actually to see how clever some of our viewers are. But I think, judging by the comments anyway, many of you have been enjoying watching that video, so I do recommend it too. I'll try and remember to put a link on the screen in case you're interested in checking it out. What else can I mention? I've got a few things to talk about. Let's talk briefly. I've mentioned this the last couple of days. Stratford Upon Avon, the Literary Festival on the 2nd of November. Mark and I are going to be doing a live edition of Cracking the Cryptic. We did it last year. We really enjoyed it, and I think the people who came really enjoyed it as well, or mostly enjoyed it. And so anyway, it's going to happen again. Do grab a ticket. The room is not enormous that's going to be in, so I do recommend getting in early if you do fancy it. I'll try and remember to. I think I can put link. Yeah, I'll put a link in the video description. In case you're interested in that. What else? Oh, Neighbours of Rostam. The competition has now closed. It closed yesterday. So let's see what the final count of correct solvers was. Let's reload the page. So it went from 953 to 965. Just under 1,000. It is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. We will draw the winner in the next few days, and the winner will hopefully solve a puzzle with me, and we'll try and make a video that will appear on the channel, just as we did with Emily this morning. Other than that, I have now I have a collection of videos about the listener crossword Listen by Eck, and Mark and I have been trying to work out when we should release them, because what we don't want to do, obviously, I think the closing date for that listener is today, but we don't want to in any way sort of interfere with that date. So probably what we'll do is we'll start next Wednesday. We think it would be a good time. So we will release 2 videos a day starting next Wednesday for as long as it takes to release all the videos in this series. They'll be going over on Patreon. So if you want to see how I do battle with an extraordinary listener crossword, one of the hardest in decades, then tune in. Next Wednesday is when they start going live. What else? What else can I tell you about? Let's talk about birthdays. I've got a few birthdays to do today, actually. Adriana, over in Bremen, in Germany, you've turned 38 today. And I know this because your husband, Thomas, wrote to us. A really lovely email, actually. He described your architect's mind and your analytic eye as giving you a great insight in helping or in finding the patterns in the puzzles. And he is baking you a chocolate cake today. So I hope it's got the correct ratio of icing to cake, 1-to-1, of course. And Adriana, many happy returns. Next, Cheney. Cheney, you've turned 36 today, and I know this because your partner Brooke wrote to us. Apparently Cheney's not very big on birthdays, but did request a shout out. So there you go, Cheney. I hope you have a great birthday today. I hope the chocolate cake is very well iced. Next, Ian. Ian, you've turned 31 today, and I know this because your wife Hope wrote to us and described how she's been watching the channel by osmosis, sort of because you've had it on, I think, on the television, and she's sort of gradually getting into it. So well done, Ian, on spreading the word. And you've been having, and maybe are still having, mint chocolate cake, which I can approve of that in small doses. That's fine. It's a lot better than the next birthday. Jerry, it's your birthday today. Your daughter Ashley wrote to me and said, could we wish you a happy birthday, and describing what a huge support you've been for her and how you never fail to make her laugh. And I think, Ashley, your first-year maths teacher, if I'm not mistaken. So best of luck with that new and very worthy role. But, Jerry, you're having lemon meringue pie. No, that's terrible. No. Lemon meringue pie it's akin to a banana. It's basically the food of the devil and should never be consumed. There is no version of lemon meringue pie I can get behind. So I hope you managed to sneak in some chocolate cake as well. But Jerry, many happy returns. And then finally, Terence. Terence, you've turned 17 today, and I know this because your friend Eng Chi wrote to us. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And Eng Chi can't be there with you today, but wanted to wish you a very happy birthday from afar. So Terence, I hope it is a great day, and I hope there is an abundance of chocolate cake and absolutely no lemon meringue pie. There, I've said it. Anyway, with that said and done, let's get on with The Miracle of 11 by Ard van der Wetering. I'll give a quick shout out actually to you. The last few days' puzzles on the channel have been absolutely terrific. If you didn't catch yesterday's Nihilian's Magic Square, the sort of Russian doll Magic Square thing, it is absolutely amazing. It's been the comments on that one have been great. And I have enjoyed them as well. Anyway, The Miracle of 11 by Ard van der Wetering. Let me not get distracted. Let's have a look at the rules of this. We have got normal Sudoku rules apply. So we've got to put the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Orthogonal neighbours, i.e. cells sharing an edge, are never consecutive. So let's just think about that in the context of the given digit, shall we? This 3 means that none of the cells that 3 shares an edge with, so none of those cells, could contain the digits 2 or 4, because obviously 2 and 4 are consecutive with 3, so none of the purple cells can contain 2 or 4. And there's only one more rule. In the positive diagonals, i.e. diagonals sloping from the southwest to the northeast, so diagonals like this and this, the sum of neighbours is at most 11. I mean, it's ridiculous. So what does that mean? It means this cell can't be a 9, is what it means. Because obviously those two would then, they're on a positive diagonal, and they sum to 12, and that's too big. And that's all the rules. I mean, Ard, what have you done here? What have you done here, my friend? Absolutely brilliant. Do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now I get to play. Let's get cracking. I mean, let's just quickly think about how this rule's going to work. Because surely, like 9, even 8, 9s, 8s, 7s are going to be massively constrained. Because especially a 9, I mean, if let's say that digit was a 9, that's going to mean that those two digits have to be a 1-2 pair. because we can't even put a 3 next to a 9 on the diagonal. So to the and there can't be that many 9s on the perimeter. You could have 4 9s on the perimeter of the puzzle, but that means there've got to be 5 9s on the internal piece at least. And all of those 9s are going to be very heavily constrained, I think. And even 8, I mean, okay, that digit has to be 1 or 2, doesn't it? Because it can't be 3 because of the given. And it can't be 4 because it's on the positive or on a positive diagonal. Now, what does that mean? 9 in the box can't go next to 8. Oh, okay. 9 in the box also can't be on a diagonal with 3. So 9 in the box is in one of 2 places. Which might be important. Oh yeah, no, that is important. That is important. I was just thinking, I had that moment when I make these videos. Probably every time I make the video, I have this sort of feeling in my stomach, at least once during a video, where I just think, oh no, I can't see what to do. And I had it then, and then I saw something. So the 9 here, I don't think that will work. Because what we said about a 9 there is it would cause a 1-2 pair there. Well, if this is 9, this cell would have to be a 1 or a 2. And that won't work because of the orthogonal neighbours not being able to be consecutive rule. If this is a 1 or a 2, we've got a problem there, haven't we? So that can't be 9. And we get a 9. And therefore these two... Oh, well, okay, so now these 2 cells have to be 1s and 2s. And this one has to be a 1. Because 2 and 3 are consecutive. Now, what can we do with that? Anything good? I've got a 1-2 pair in the row, in row 5. 7 is a bit restricted in the box. 7 has to go in one of 2 places, I'm going to claim. But it could go there, I think. 7 and 3, that's 10, that's fine, isn't it? If it's here... Oh, no. Again! Art is... He's a magician. An absolute magician. This is beautiful. It can't be. You can't put 7 there. Let's have a look at why. If you do put 7 there, this digit is the one that's under pressure. Now, what are we going to put in here? And the 3 is so gorgeous. Because, of course, it stops this being 2 or 4 because of the consecutive rule. And it can't be 1 or 3, so it would be 5 at least. And these 2 would add up to 12 or more. So that's not 7. That's 7. Which is going to put a little bit of pressure on this digit. I mean, in theory, that could be 1, 2, 3 or 4. But it can't be 1 or 2 because that would be consecutive with the digit above. So that is 3 or 4. Yeah. Now look at box 5 and think about the digit that's 1 or 2 but isn't this one. That can't go in any of those cells. Maybe I should have looked at that earlier, but I didn't think of it. So I think that means that's got to go there. And now these squares... Oh, so now you ask where 4 goes in the middle box. It can't go next to 3, so that's got to be 4. Now 6 can't go next to 7, so that's 6, that's 5. Oh, and that's 11, which is fine. 11 is fine. Okay. And now we get the moment or 2, and hopefully it's not... Yeah, yes. What's this? This digit, again, we can't make more than 11. So this is definitely 1, 2 or 3, but if it was 1 or 2, these 2 would be consecutive, so that's 3, which means this can't be 2, so that has to be 1, because 3 and 2 would be consecutive, that's 2, that's 1. Oh, it's very clever. It's just very clever. This will give so many people, joy, Ard. It really will. Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, though. Because where could... Oh, that's 3. There's a 4 in the row. I keep checking the diagonals to make sure that we don't have too much of a problem. So what should we do now? Oh, no, I was about to say maybe we do Sudoku, which is a 3. 3 can't go there because it would be consecutive with 2. 1 is in one of these cells by Sudoku. 1 is in one of those cells by Sudoku. But I doubt we have to focus on the low digits. I think it's much more likely we're going to have to focus on the large digits. Where's 9 in this box? I don't know, but I'm just going to think about that. Yeah, I mean, it can't be there, because this cell would have to be a 1 or a 2, and it can be neither. So we can take 9 out of this one. Now that could be 9. 9 and 1 is fine. If this is 9... No, that can't be 9, because again, this would have to be a 1-2 pair. Now what about this one? Oh, there's a beeping. This would have to be a 2. Okay, maybe that's fine. Oh dear. All right. It's weird, actually, isn't it, that this something from this box must propagate, and it doesn't look like it possibly should. What am I missing here? I feel like it should be obvious where I'm meant to look now, and I'm not seeing it. Is it? It might be 9 here. It might be 9 here. I don't know, but that's the digit I'm going to look at. Let's try 9 at the top first. So 9 at the top, in theory, can be in all of those cells. However, we know it can't be here, because we'd need the 1 and the 2 on the diagonal, and we've only got the 1 there. Oh no, it can't go there. 9, that's very simple. 9 and 3 is much too big, isn't it? Now what about here? This would have to be a 2, which is consecutive with 1, so that's no good. It's very oddly constrained. So if this is 9, this is 2, and if this is 9, I don't know. Okay, let's think about 8 then. Now 8 can't go next to 9 because it would be consecutive. 8 can't... No, that's nonsense. That's absolutely not what I was about to say. It's such nonsense. I refuse to even entertain repeating it. That's weird. Have I missed a trick here? Is there a reason 9 can't go in one of these cells? If 9's there, this would have to be a 1 or a 2. I don't think so. Oh, hang on. What's this digit? Because actually that digit does see a lot of things are taken out of this cell by the non-consecutive rule. So this can't be 1. It can't be 2 or 4 or 3 or 5. I mean, that's a sneaky old naked single. It can't be 7 or 9 because it would be consecutive with 8. That's a 6. Oh, which is fine. Okay, but what that has made me wonder is whether I should have been looking at this column then. 6 is in one of those 3 by Sudoku now. I mean, let's think that through. I mean, this cell still can't be 7 or 9. Yeah, I'm actually going to pencil. I'm going to pencil mark it. It's against my nature to do this, but I am going to pencil mark column 5 and note that this can't be 7. Did I say it can't be 9? I didn't mean that. If I said it, I didn't mean it. That can't be 2 because it would be. Oh, we worked out that couldn't be 9, didn't we? Because it couldn't be surrounded by 1 and 2. So this is 4 or 7. I don't think that matters. This one, can that really be 9? This would be a 1, this would be a 2. Actually, that's probably quite sensible. The 1s, 2s and 3s are kept very, very far apart. Okay. I don't know I don't know is the actual answer. If that was 6, that would have to be 4, because otherwise that diagonal would get too large. I don't know. Okay, let's look at this cell. That cell's got to be quite little, doesn't it? Because it's married with a 6 on the diagonal, so it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. Now, that's a 5. This is weird. This is such a weird puzzle. Yeah, let's just look very carefully at this. So fully pencil mark it. 1 and 3 can come out. 2 and 4 come out by non-consecutive, so it's 5. And now this can't be 4. We've got all of the odd digits in column 4 now, which is slightly strange, isn't it? So we have to put all the even digits in the column. We know that this isn't 6 due to Sudoku, or 4 actually. So this is 2 or 8. So if that is 8, that has to be 2. I've got my spider sense is tingling about that, but I don't know. Oh, hang on, 4. Yeah, 4's been pushed up here, so that middle digit's 7, and 7's quite a large middle digit. We're going to have to think about that. That's not 7 anymore down here. Right, so this digit definitely is not 6 or 8. It's 2 or 4, and it's not 2 because it's next to 1, so it's 4. There we go. Okay, that's good. Let's tidy up our pencil marking. And this digit has to now be 2 or 3 in order to keep the diagonal to 7 or no higher than 11. So that's 3. 3 in the corner of a box does not get a song. This now can't be 2 or 4 and has to be 9. We know 9 must go with 1 or 2. This digit down here becomes 8. That becomes 6. So check the diagonals to make sure they're not broken. Now these squares are 5 and 8. But we can't put 8 next to 7, so that's that order. This is now a 2. This is a 4. Keep checking the diagonals to make sure we haven't made a ricket. And now we can pencil mark these digits down here with 1, 7, 9. Now what can we do with that? Well, we can't put 9 here, or 1. 9 because the 4 and the 9 would be a bad number. 1 because 1 and 2 would be consecutive, so that is 7. And that's 11, that's fine. That would be 11 if this was 9, and that probably is fine. And now it's also strange in a different way, isn't it? Because somehow, I guess we work off the high digits in this column, do we? Yeah, so that digit's got to be 1 or 3 in order to be no higher than 11 on the diagonal. Yeah, look at that digit. That digit can't be higher than 6, can it? It can't actually be 6. I hadn't seen that, but it can't be 6. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. It's not 3. If it was 2 or 4, it would be consecutive. So that comes down a lot. And that one has to be no higher than 5 as well. 2, 3, 4, 5. Take out 1 and 4. Can't be 2. because if this was a 2, it would be consecutive with the digit above it. So that's now 1, 3, 5 triple in column 7. Which might put pressure. Yeah. Okay, so now one of these is 9. And 9, we know on the diagonal, has to have a 2 here or a 2 here. Oh, that was nearly an intelligent thought, wasn't it? But I don't think it's resolved. I think either... Oh no, that can't be a 2. No, there is a 2 looking at that cell. So this can't be 9, because this cell couldn't exist. There's a 1 up there and a 2 here. So that's 1, that's 9, that's 2. So the 7 is now in trouble. The only thing that can be is 4 to keep this down to 11. And now we've got high digits left to put in the column. 6, 7, 8, and 9. That can't be 6 or 9. And it can't be... Odd, what have you found here? It's mad. It couldn't be 7 because it would be next to 6 and would be consecutive. This can't be 7 or 9 now by the consecutive rule. So I've now got a... Oh, is that okay? Yeah, well, actually, it is fine, isn't it? 9, 7. This is 1 or 2 now. Because it's diagonally adjacent, or it's on the diagonal with a 9. 8. This has got to be 1, 2, or 3. Oh, that's a 2, actually. Can't be 3... It can't be 1. And now this can't be 3 because it would be adjacent to a 2. So 5, 1, 3 go in. That can't be a 3. So we've got 3 in one of these two. 1 in one of these two. Again, the 1, 2 pair. I don't know. This is miraculous. It is just miraculous. Oh, 2 means this is a 1, which means that's a 1. Using the power. Oh, we could have used the 2, 1 adjacency there. I didn't see it. What about 7? This has got to be 3 or 4. Both of which apparently are possible. I can't see. What about the 6 then? So this means this cannot be higher than 5, and it can't be 1, 2, or 3. So it is 4 or 5. I feel like we might be able to do something with that, but I don't know what it is. Bobbins, okay. Do you think we keep going with? I tell you what we could do. Where's 2 in box 9? It can't go here, and it can't go next to 1, so it does go in the corner. So 3 is now positioned in the box. 3 can't go here by Sudoku, and it can't be adjacent to the 2. So that is a 3, and that diagonal adds up to 10. And we need 5, 6, and 8 into this box. Let's actually pencil mark it and see what we can do. It might be chocolate teapotted, but... yeah, if this was 8, this diagonal gets too big. So that's going to have to be 6... That's 5, that's 8, that adds up to 11, which works, that adds up to 11, that works. It's weird. This is a 4, this is a 3 by Sudoku. Let's do this box, 5, 7, 9. That's a 5, that's fine. 7 and 9 to put in. So the 9 can't go on a diagonal with a 3 and a 4, so it must go in that order. A Sudoku would also have told us that, but we won't worry about that. That's now a 9 by Sudoku. This is a 2 because it can't be a 1. Those two squares are 5 and 7. I'm sure that's resolved somehow. Let me just look at it. No, maybe not. But this digit has to be a 6. These two digits have got to be 4 and 8, so we need it to be in that order or the diagonal gets too big. And these digits are 2, 5, 7. Well, let's fully pencil mark, and we can eliminate down a bit. This is 5 because it can't be 7. That's got to be 7 because it can't be 2. Check the diagonals. Oh, we nearly breached there, but it's okay. Now, can we do anything up here now? That's a 2 by Sudoku. Can't put a 3 next to a 2. So 3, we're not going to have any 3s in the corner today. These are 6 and 9, and the 9 can't go next to the 8. This column needs a snooker maximum, or 147. Where does the 7 go? It's got to go in the corner, next to a 5. This can't be 4, so we're going to go 1 and 4 in this order. That has to be a 1. That's got to be an 8. That tells us the order of the 7 and the 5. I mean, the thing about non-consecutive puzzles is, once you do get a bit of a handle on them, you can normally do them. Probably famous last. Oh, 9 there. Gosh, between 2 2s works okay. And we've got 8 6 here, so we must keep the 8 away from the 9. 11 there. How have you found this grid? It's bonkers. Okay, this is a 7. That's a 7 4 there again. 6 9. Well, the 9 there works. 6 doesn't seem to. Oh, 11 there again. I wonder. 8 3. That is a remarkable find. I mean, I haven't seen that it's breached the condition, so I presume this must be correct. It's just, that is amazing. Oh. Okay, it's not got a solution here. Ard's puzzles. Ard sends us the puzzles, but not the solutions. So sometimes the testers put it in and create a solution. And although this has been created for me, it's not being created with a solution. So I might just have to take a stare at this after I turn off the webcam and check. I mean, what the computer has checked for is that the Sudoku has worked, and it has, which is a very it's a comforting feature. But I don't think the computer could check the diagonal thing or the non-consecutive thing. So I will have to just spend a few minutes studying that afterwards to check I haven't made a boo-boo. But it's just brilliant. What a brilliant puzzle. And I think that's totally accessible to anybody new to the world of variant Sudoku. So some people say, oh, I want to share your puzzles with my friends, but they say they're too complicated. That's not complicated. That's just wonderful. It's a discovery. I mean, I do not believe, I'm not a computer programmer, but I know many of you are who watch this. That grid must have taken some creating, because it feels ridiculous that you can achieve. You know, that there's no diagonal 11s in the positive diagonals. Oh, sorry, nothing bigger than 11. I mean, 11 seem to make an appearance a lot of times. Be interesting. Next time I solve a puzzle, I'm going to see how many times the 11s break the diagonal. Anyway, let me know in the comments how you got on. Enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind. And we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.